It's one of them ones you just gotta fucking do it. Hey, I don't really care about what anybody doing. Dies by the ring, don't do it. I don't really care about what anybody doing. I'm a monster, running like Kanye, can't run. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I don't really care about what anybody doing. I don't. I'm a monster, the kind that can't run. You not a monster, motherfucker. Everybody dies by the ring, don't do it. I don't really care about what anybody doing. I'm a monster, running like Kanye, can't run. Hey, tell these motherfuckers that I said. What do you say? Nothing. Don't click my buttons. Might accidentally nuke something. I'm Vladimir Putin when dropping the beat, Bubba Dang. I'm in the gang, a bottle of Bombay. I got the sauce, like I'm sauce. Walking the parkway, running lane so long on the interstate. Y'all graffiti the face, sitting sideways on the wall. Bullets, mullets, burning, rubber, burn it, puff it, country, cousin, redneck, muddin', drink it, smoke it, send it. I don't care, fuck 'em. Cause this shit right here, hillbilly thuggin'. 28 on the money car load, it's old and rusted. Paint the game while I drive in the seat, I pour the paint. Bucket. Gear shifted, log and chain loaded at each link. Pioneer radio inside.
Alright. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, the link for this video will be in the description box below. Shout out to Southwind, my homie. He did a reaction to this, so we're going to check it out. See what you guys think.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Drew Rippy, aka Southwind. I wanted to come to you today, and I wanted to react to this video as soon as possible. I just saw it hit YouTube, and I just love it when Upchurch and people like Upchurch who've been in the industry and they are juggernauts. They have a lot of game and a lot of knowledge to spill on people. So I know a little bit. I played the band for years, and I've worked with people. I've met Upchurch. We opened up for Upchurch a few times. Our band did, and I've shot videos for multiple artists, big artists, little artists. So I know a little bit. I've been around. I hear stuff. So I just want to. I love what these videos are here because it sheds light on how the industry really is. Because a lot of people out here, 99% of people, they hear a song, they like it. Oh, that's awesome. They have no idea what went into it. They have no idea the strings that had to get pulled. Even it's just there's so much crazy stuff with the mainstream industry, record labels, and if people knew it, they would support these independent artists, man. And I'm all about that movement. And so is Upchurch. So I just want to react to his video. I heard I've only watched a little bit of it, so it's gonna be a raw reaction. I want to react to it. Y'all check out the channel real quick. Subscribe. I have songs on here with Leroy Biggs, Big Murph, other people that's coming, and I have some solo songs and stuff like that. I also do reactions now, and I also am a videographer. So hit me up if you want to link up or do anything or whatever. I'm new to this reaction thing, but I can't not react to this, man. This is gold. This is knowledge from somebody in the game who is epic. So I'm going to hit play on this right here, and we're going to get started. Check out the RHEC necklace.
Bro, they are trying hella hard to get rid of independent artists right now. What's wrong, mainstream? You don't like the competition?
Oh, what happened to all that? That's never gonna work. Country plus rap equals crap. Oh, does it? Because in 2023, now it don't. Now it's fucking...
Sorry, I was muted. Do y'all remember back when John Rich said something? It was when John Rich was working with Tom McDonald, and he said something regarding country plus rap and crap. And it was around the time that Tom McDonald was using the green screens in his video. Yeah, we got more coming on Tom McDonald too.
Because fuck now, boy, what? Sure. Oh man, you know what the crazy thing is? Y'all are getting the least lemonade out of y'all's motherfucking lemon. And I don't know how. Y'all are businessmen, dude.
The least lemonade out of y'all's lemon. So he's saying people were talking about.
Good morning, Trolling for Jesus. It's good to see you. Did your name used to be Trolling Martin for Genius? Or Genius? Holy shit. Trolling Martin for Jesus? I'm just curious.
Country rap trying to dog it, so mainstream wants things to go away. That's partly true. Some people really just like country. Some people really just like rap. They don't like it mixed. Whatever. Music's going to evolve. It's been happening since day one. There are a lot of country folks out there who love rap. I remember when I was younger, I used to love. I remember when 50 Cent's album came out, and obviously everybody listened to Eminem. I mean, who in the world didn't listen to Eminem? But whenever 50 Cent's album first came out, I remember I was like into Stained and like new metal at that time, Mudvayne, and so whenever 50 Cent's album came out, Get Rich or Die Trying, I remember I was like, I like this. I like this a lot. And so Upchurch and other people before him and around the same time, he started early, but they have opened the door for people who are just good old country folks to rap and to rap about what they experience. And I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, you know, they were like, man, I just don't like the country rap thing. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, I get it. I was like, but would you rather somebody who is country, who lives on a farm or out in the sticks, rap about the streets? Would you rather them just rap about everything else every other rapper was rapping about? Because they don't relate to it. It's not them being authentic. So anybody who's country and they rap means they like rap music, and they're also country, and they're actually being authentic to themselves and real to themselves because they're talking about where they're from. That's what it is, guys. It's not anybody trying to take away. We're trying to take away country music. We're trying to destroy it. No, country music is its own entity. And one day, country rap will be. All right, let's go.
Oh, let me guess. What do you know about
I agree with you there, Southwind.
the radio? Everything, motherfucker. I got like 30 golds and 2 platinums and 1 double platinum and still don't get played on my hometown radio. I could get played on the radio tomorrow if I pay the humongous overly priced fucking lump sum for that slot on the radio and play my music. But then I'm giving the system money, and then I'm losing money because I ain't gonna make that money back from my song being played on the fucking radio 3 times a day that nobody listens to. That's why it doesn't make sense for an independent artist to pay for a mainstream tool.
I agree with Southwind there that country rap is just too small of a niche or genre, for lack of a better word. I believe that it's been too small to be mainstream up until recently. And I agree with what he had to say there. Yeah, I need to do a reaction. I need to check out Flamin' Halo.
You'll lose money at this level. From an artist standpoint, the radio really only helps you if you're upcoming and they're trying to like start the fire of whoever that artist is, really. Then if that artist blows up and, you know, people start looking their shit up and stuff, then they're not going to play all their songs, but they'll play the ones that get the most views, you know. Keep them, you know, on that algorithm, maybe play.
It's like, Shabuzi. If you sign out of your YouTube account and you go in, like, not signed in and you search country rap, one of the first things to pop up on YouTube is Shabuzi, the bar song. Everybody in the club, something tipsy, me and Jack Daniels got a history, however the fuck that song goes. To me, that's not what I think of when I think of country rap.
Play a new upcoming guy right in front of or behind the big song that everybody wants to hear. Oh yeah, and also this guy too, he's coming up. Another fire. It's for upcoming artists. So now what I'm seeing in the music industry is they have taken a huge dent, right? Because there's so much more independent artists now that are like fucking killing it. and being badass and fucking original. And
I had a buddy who, in 2000, I remember 2010, 2011, we started hanging out heavy. And he was like, man, I don't know if I like the independent stuff. I don't know if I like being independent. I don't really like it. I want to be signed to a major label and be the biggest person I can be, yada, yada, yada. And so a few years later, we was actually doing really good playing, and we were making waves, and we were getting internet views and stuff. And he had a meeting with the record label. I don't want to mention any names, but Sony is who it was, jerks, an executive from Sony. So he came in, my buddy walked into the office, he's a little bit overweight, not bad, just a little bit hefty. Walked into the office, he said, how much do you weigh? He said, 240 pounds. He said, strike one. My buddy's like, okay. Started walking to him, how old are you? He said, 30, 32. He said, strike two. Too old, too heavy. My buddy sat down, he said, the only reason why you're sitting in front of me is because you have a good voice. So that mentality right there, automatically just throwing this guy out the water, doesn't care about his music, doesn't care about the art, cares about what he looks like, if girls are going to like him, and can we get this guy to make us money? That is what the industry is today. It's manufactured cupcake garbage for the most part. There's some artists out there who, Jelly Roll is signed now. But Jelly Roll, he's the kind of person you already know where he's going to be like, hey guys, it's going to be my way or the highway. So there is exceptions, and I'm not totally against major labels. However, I am against the hierarchy and the control that they possess over human art and the amount of dirty things that go around behind scenes. There's been people like, I've heard of Mo Pitney. I don't know if you know who Mo Pitney is. Great country artist. He got signed. They thought he was too country. They shelved him immediately, right off the bat. So what that means is they let him put out like one album, then they stopped it. They're like, nope, you're not putting out any more music. We have you under contract for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. And so we're not letting you put out any other music. We're going to shelf you and stop your music because we don't like it. We think it's too country. They took this man's livelihood and his art and something he wanted to say, signed him, and because he was under contract, they hushed him because they didn't like it, or because they didn't want him to compete with another artist they had. That's the kind of dirty garbage that goes on in mainstream labels. So I love it when Upchurch puts out these videos. I could watch them all day because people need to know this. They need to know that these independent guys are out here doing it themselves. They're real. They're going to come hang out with you. They're going to come shake your hand. They're going to come to your barbecue at your house. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? So that's why I support independent, and that's the way I believe I'll always be. All right, let's continue.
Unique and fun to watch, and they're getting shitted on by it. The mainstream is taking an L because all the independent artists.
And he's right. Another thing, real quick, mainstream record labels, RCA, Big Machine, all this. All these labels or whatever, there's way more. There used to be way more. Now there's a lot of them that have been monopolized and bought out. All these labels, and I remember telling somebody this in 2010 because YouTube just started getting big and everybody was watching stuff on Facebook and everybody was watching stuff everywhere else, and they wasn't turning on cable TV anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know. I don't even have cable. I have YouTube. I have Netflix or whatever. But I know nobody's watching TV, CMT anymore. I mean, not really. Some people are, maybe older people. But I told my buddy, I was like, hey, we need to jump on this thing. And we did pretty good. But I told my buddy, I said, hey, we need to jump on this thing because the internet, the YouTube, and all this stuff, it is the new record labels. Internet, YouTube, it is the new radio. It is the new TV. You sit on your YouTube, watch a music video, or tons of things for that matter. It's TV, it's radio, it's the new wave.
So here's what they're doing. They're trying to make their artists, the sound people that got 30 motherfuckers working for them, telling them what to do, they're trying to mimic the independent artist. Never gonna happen, bro. Especially in country music. Should I take it a little further? Especially right now in country music. I mean, come on, bro. You got legends walking out of the red carpet awards like, fuck this. This is stupid.
He's right. Most of these people that they're bringing in, artists from California or whatever, a lot of them, they've never been on a tractor. They've never been in the woods. They don't even know what they're singing about. My family is like third generation loggers. I've been in the woods all my life. And I'm not saying that you should look down on yourself if you haven't. What I am saying is that whenever there is a lack of authenticity, people will know. People will know that. It's very easy. People are finally catching on.
I'm getting out of here. For example, Alan Jackson. Bro, Alan Jackson has commented on country music so much in the past 2 years, talking about how it's going in a fucked up direction and then shit's being messed up and shit. And none of the country music scene is listening to it. What does that tell you? They don't respect a walking, playing, singing, still country legend. And he's not the only country legend who's still making songs and playing music that's been like, hey man, we got an input. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we don't give a fuck about your input, bye. So now that the mainstream is like, oh shit, this country and rap shit, it's getting big. You know, we said, that's stupid, it ain't gonna work for all these years. Well, it worked, and now we gotta do it.
I knew a guy who was in the industry, big time, and he said that, Alan Jackson was lucky that he got the last album he put out. I think it was like 2011 or 2012. He might have put one out after that, but the guy told me, he said Alan Jackson, as big of a star as he is, he's lucky he got permission from the label to put that out because supposedly he's outdated. Nobody wants to hear it. He's too country, all this stuff. So, you know, and it's crazy the way that they treat. You know, they treat the stars, man. I have a blatant disrespect for these hierarchy of millionaires, of record label executives, and all this trash.
So when they're doing this, they gotta move some of these legends off the damn radio. They don't get played that much. Then they move in, like, you know, a semi-hot artist, and they're like, hey, yo, we're gonna slam this guy who's like a rapper with it, and it's gonna, like, work real good. We can't sabotage our biggest people on the radio in case people don't like it. We'll just get someone that people semi-like, so if it fucks up, it really don't matter. We did it. Oh, is that what you did? Did you do it? I don't think you did.
I've seen somewhere where, I can't remember the stats, but I was looking it up in one time, and labels sign, like, even like publishing deals to people, labels sign like hundreds of people, like 200 people, 300 people. And most of them don't ever get on the radio. They don't get airplay. They don't get all that stuff. Most of them just are publishers who they want to rip their good ideas from, not really pay them for it, and you know, just send them on their way. Or they take an artist and they hold him in their back pocket. They might push him a little bit, and then if he doesn't work out, they're like, "Oh, yeah, you know, we're gonna let you go, man. You didn't sell enough records to make us enough money. Who cares what you have to say, and who cares? We know we promised you a lot of good stuff, but we don't care. We need money." And I personally know a couple of big people that's happened to. I don't want to say any names. Don't want to put anybody on the spot. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Chase Matthews is one of them. You know, he got signed, all this stuff. I got creative control. So, yeah, but what are you going to do if you sell an album and they're like, oh, man, it's just not doing what we wanted $1 million from this album. Let's just say that happens, right? It may not. Let's just say that happens. They might be like, well, Chase, one album. I know we promised you 5 years, but we're just going to not let you put anything out for the next 4 years so we can push this other artist. They do that all the time, man. That's why Upchurch was so pissed off about it.
Did. You know why? Because you didn't. See, because here's the thing. One, if you're an independent artist getting help from the mainstream, then you're not an independent artist. You're an artist getting help from the mainstream, okay? Which is fine if that's what you want to do. Don't get it fucking twisted. I'm not saying I rule everything. What I'm saying is you ain't acting like this. There is no acting like this. Do you think 30 people trying to have a fucking idea of what country is? Do you think those 30 motherfuckers are going to outthink the motherfucker who literally lived, ate, shit, and slept the country his entire life? No. 2, is it interesting? Is it? Do you know what they're going to do? Well, let me tell you something. If you have a mainstream artist that has a bunch of motherfuckers that work for him, like a PR, tells them what he can, he can't do, what they're putting out, how they should dress, shit they should say, this apology letter needs to be written, all this fucking blueprinted shit that every single one of them do. Fucking boring. Fucking boring. Which leads me to my last thing. Number 3, relatability. Let this sink in real quick. I'm the only platinum selling country artist right now that will still get on a camera rocking the Confederate flag. I'm the only one. Show me another one. Where's he at? There ain't one. And if there
Yeah, so I've heard a church talk about this before, and what he's doing is, I don't really rock the Confederate flag myself because I'm super country, but I'm from the South, and I just wasn't raised around it too much. I just don't relate to it. I don't look bad on anybody who does. I mean, I have black friends who actually wear it every now and then, and what they mean by that is I'm a rebel. I don't give an F. I don't care. And so what it is he's explained it before, and all these people, and like Luke Combs was in the video, and then with him Outlaw, and they had rebel flags in the video, and then he got signed by a label, and years later he recanted. Oh, I'm so sorry. I realized I was a terrible person. And so this is what liberals are trying to make you feel like. If you wear a rebel flag or you have a rebel flag on, right? See, I got the "Don't Tread Me" thing. If you had that and you're not racist, you're not a terrible person. You just like it. It's something probably you grew up with, and you mean that you're a rebel. Hey, I don't care. I don't care about establishment. I don't care about people trying to push me around, which is the same thing this stands for. I just don't wear the rebel flag because I wasn't raised around it, and I don't know. I don't relate to it. I guess. I mean, I'm just kind of a sweet tea type person, but I mean, I have many other flags. But that's what he's saying. Well, the point that he's making is that he doesn't care what people think. And nowadays, all these artists are panty waist, as Charlie Daniels would say, and they worry all the time. Like Luke Combs, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was a terrible person. Bro, if you had a rebel flag, but you're not racist, you're not a terrible person. You just like the rebel flag. And you probably didn't use it because you're like, oh, I love racism and I love slavery. You just liked it and you thought, hey, this is what I think of when I think of the South. I mean, these people are walking around, they ain't got a brain in their head to realize that.
There was one, he done his hair and fucking put a suit on and went on Good Morning America and was like, man, I am so sorry for my actions. I swear I'll never portray being a rebel in country music ever again. Said the country singer who sang a song called Outlaw. What the fuck? Oh, what, you think you're fucking cool because you wear a rebel flag ring? No, I think I'm relatable. That's why we're talking about relatability. Here's their big thing, okay? So look, they got rid of the legendary people. They don't play them as much. The legendary people are bitching. The fucking music award sucks. They're like, yo, this is weird. I'm getting out of here. And they're still like, young country singers.
What up, B? There's my bestie. How are you today? It's good to see you. Did you see it on Instagram? I just posted something onto my Instagram story. I'm terrible about promoting my shows. Mostly because I just do what I want when I want, so there's not really much planning behind it. But it's so good to see you. I'm here. I'm multitasking.
I mean, they're not old. They're like in their 50s, 60s, but they're still playing good-ass music. So you still got them. Then over here,
Right on. We got Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri. Where else are we from, guys?
you have the actual independent scene being robbed of looking and being independent. They're like, no, it is. It is. It ain't. It ain't. So now look at the radio and look who's on the sidelines of each side that don't get to be on the radio. The legendary folks that are still alive and still making music, and then the independent folks that got big numbers that are not on the radio.
He's right. So Church's IQ level. I mean, obviously he's in the industry a little bit, but Church's IQ level about this, he is spilling so much stuff that a lot of people just do not understand. Most 90% of people out here are like, I love that new song. They don't even realize, they think most of them that the artist wrote it. Oh, I love that new song that so and so wrote. Sometimes the artist wrote it, but most of the time the artists don't even write their own stuff, which I don't have a problem with. George Strait don't write his own stuff. I love George Strait. That's fine. That's not a problem. But what I'm saying is that most people don't even understand this. Hey, did you hear that Garth Brooks song he wrote and that he played the guitars on? They got studio musicians playing it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I have more respect for independent artists, because they do all this themselves for the most part. They might buy a beat or they might have people play guitar, but I don't know, man. I just he's spitting so much game right now, and what he's saying right there is there's independent artists on one side who are
Man, I'm glad you're off work. Inventory sucks. Yeah, we usually do that like first week of every month, and inventory is no joke. It's a bitch. So that's what's up. We got Michigan, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, West Virginia. What up, Ronald? Ronald is asking, did Adam really gone crazy? I mean, I think Adam's been crazy. He sings about it a lot, and I'm not sure why. Is he doing more crazy stuff on the internet,
Or a threat to these major labels. And so the major labels are like, oh, can't stand them, gotta get rid of them. And then on the other side, it's these older cats who are not doing this the new style anymore, and they're like they have something to say about it. So the labels are getting rid of them, and they're just hiring these young people, paying them a little bit of money, getting a quick money grab off of them off of a couple albums, and then throwing them away in about 5-10 years.
we need a music break. We need a music break. Shout out to Chad Wyatt. This is The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia remix by Chad Wyatt. I'll drop the link.
Ham sandwich. We don't let the motherfucking dogs out. Kalani on the beach and churches got these haters lights out. If the first one burning, this is probably gonna sting a bit. Kalani released the intro, now you rock with Mr. Steal Your Beard. Hillbilly hound dogs, rubbers on the mic, yeah we be silly. Aaron Cock fighting like we chicken willies. This a open fight, well you know we be the hillbillies. Uh-oh, here we go, hell no, mother go redneck, another flow, buckle up, don't let go. Insurance, your squad hit my flow. We on stage, Geico sold out, screaming. Yeah, running right on time, never lose our shine. From H-Town to the mountains of Tennessee, now we in the bass. And now you having a conversation with Mr. I&D.
Shout out Chad. This is Chad from Two Mother Truckers. My favorite part.
We all those intros and lies, two mother truckers. Don't be on our bad sides, two mother truckers. Haters always hating, but they still trying to get the clout. If I want you to talk shit, I
Farted in your fucking mouth.
So yeah, this shit be a wild ride. Eating cornbread, raising hell with some southern pride. Pulling out the grizzly, put my pen on this paper. Put my seasoning on this track like a madman with a salt shaker. From the south, blowing clouds, river with the lights out. Take a bow in the crowd, Curtin Kenny mobbing now. Get the smoke, you can get it, out here blowing loud. Let me set my beer down and take my motherfucking dip out.
All right, shout out Chad with Two Mother Truckers. I'm gonna drop the link for you guys. Back to the video.
That's what's happening right now. So what's going to happen to Chase Matthews, if not sooner? I don't wish bad on anybody, but I'm just saying that's the reality.
Here's the radio. If these people and these people come around and meet together and do something about it, that's when shit hits the fan. It makes perfect sense. You have the best time of country, and you got the whole...
That's an awesome idea. What he's saying is if the independent artists and the older artists, the OGs of country, they come around and they both team up together, that would be that. It's very interesting. That's interesting. Wow. This guy he comes up with all kinds of crazy ideas. His brain clicks like crazy. But yeah.
New age independent scene that's getting shunned by the radio just like they're getting shunned by the radio. Bring those two things together. And both of those same spectrums have the same complaint from fans. Hey, you don't play enough of his music anymore. Hey, y'all ain't playing none of his new music. Okay, cut out the middleman. The middleman is the mainstream music industry. Why is that? Because once artists become so big and so timeless and so respected, they want to restructure their contracts because they get smart. They want to restructure the contract with the record label. The record label's like, fuck no, because we're going to be making a lot less money. So they either show...
And that's something that I've heard a lot of people saying about Jelly Roll lately, or for a long time now, is that Jelly Roll sold his soul, blah, 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 blah. But last time I checked, I believe that Jelly Roll still had I don't know about 100%, but majority creative control in everything he did. Therefore, he was still able to own the rights to all of his masters and pretty much say and do what he wants. But that being said, I've seen Jelly Roll in concert a few times in the last year, and shout out to Bunny. Bunny's amazing. But I've seen him in concert a few times in the last year, and it's changed from what it used to be, of course, because his music has changed. But also, he's kind of like Hardy now, like he's afraid to say a cuss word. It seems like. I don't think he is, but I don't know if that's just because it's perception or if that's the way it really is. But it almost seems like, you know, he doesn't really sing any of the songs that I liked of Jelly Roll anymore. I like his new stuff too, but not the same. And then he also changed up his performances and stuff a little bit. Of course, because he's so popular now.
Off them, or they just wait till their fucking contract's over and then they're left by themselves. They're like, well, fuck, now where do I go from here? Aha! Guess who's gonna know? The independent artist that has, you know, fucking double, triple, quadruple platinums, dude. For instance, picture this, bro. Look at all the shit that's available on the radio. Okay, now pause. Fuck that, right? Imagine this: Steve Earle, Copperhead Road meets heavy rock and roll meets rap versus.
Hey Wayne, Creeker Wayne. What's up, Creeker Wayne? It's good to see you. Ronald says, where's Demon Jones in all of this? Probably not anywhere in all this. He can't stand the internet. He can't stand mental gymnastics. And he has such a good heart. I feel like he feels uncomfortable in the digital world because of it. So don't know what Demon's doing, but I still listen to his music.
And very fucking epic dueling singing Aerosmith into it. Then as you're listening to it, you're like, bro, this sounds like kind of like Copperhead Road. And then Steve Earle starts singing. And you're like, whoa, this is fucking Copperhead Road. Is this a remastered version or something? Then this epic fucking beat comes in and fucking it drops into a rap verse. And then some fucking honky with tattoos is fucking like just killing the shit. You're like, whoa. Then as you're listening to the rap verse and you're looking at what you're looking at, if everything is real, they're gonna be like, yo, this motherfucker rapping like he for real been down Copperhead Road. Yo, Steve Earle is a badass for doing this. Then the music video and song blows up. Guess who's listening to it? Well, your grandpa and also your little cousin. They're both listening to the same song. Paw knows about Steve Earle, for sure. And little Timmy over here, who's 11, he follows the rapper dude on there, bruh. Then when your grandpa, who already knows Steve Earle, he's gonna go look up Steve Earle's new music. He's also gonna check out the rapper dude, see what he's about, probably. He's gonna get on his internet, and he's gonna look it up and be like, whoa, what the fuck? This motherfucker's out here doing burnouts and fucking Mustangs and standing up on his motorcycle, and people's like trying to trash him and interview him, and he's like, fuck you and your interview, I'm too busy chilling. That's some old man shit, dude. Once again, relatability. Everybody's always like, oh, there ain't no Whalens or Willies left. Yes, there fucking is. No, there's plenty of us out here. We just don't care to look fucking pretty for nobody. We don't care to say sorry for nothing. We don't answer to nobody. It ain't our fault the mainstream ain't figured out how to make two and two go together. I guess they don't want to deal with our asses. No, what it is with independent artists, they done met their match, especially.
Here you go, bud.
I got a long driveway that ain't never been paved, and it's hidden in some tall pine trees. I got a old healer dog that knows how to bark, and he ain't never seen no leaves. Grown by the land, you can tell by my hands and the blood running through these creeks. Yeah, I'm rooted in the earth, in the middle Georgia dirt, in a place where I won't be seen, hidden in the leaves. I got a 50-round drum loaded up, kinda scary. Unfold my AR9, flip the setting to binary. I'm spitting double time, treat your conscience bright. The red dot never lies when it says good night. You better think before you move, cause my yard ain't the spot. To show up with something to prove, trespass and get shot. Papa Bear don't take chances when it comes to the cubs. If we talking kin folks, it ain't nothing but love. You won't even see them county boys crawling about the leaves. Quietly like the breeze, blending in with the trees. So please, don't take this personally, just watch your step. This is a warning, not a threat. I got a long driveway that ain't never been paved, and it's hidden in some
Tall pine trees. That song? Oh yeah. Man, I was there. What year did you see Demon and Long Cut? Because pretty sure I've got the concert footage. There's that link to Long Cut and Demon Jones, by the way. Back to the video, guys.
Ones like me who've been around for fucking 10 years that still don't listen to nobody, never has listened to nobody, and ain't gonna. I'm a boss. The mainstream record label.
Hierarchy. Just like I was talking about, there's a hierarchy and with these labels and stuff, and they think that they're King George over here, just trying to be able to rule everybody's life. If you want this, you got to sign this, and you can't do nothing but come through me. Well, guess what? It's different now. These independent artists don't have to listen to you.
Owner, he is a boss as well.
I'm just more of a boss.
Mainstream does stupid shit all the fucking time because they don't care. They know that everybody they sign is disposable.
Oh, I need a lot of things. I probably am doing this all wrong, but I'm just doing it the way that I do it. So, whatever. But I don't even know what a mixer is. So, what is a mixer and why do I need one? Let me know.
I mean, look, let's just take for 5 seconds. Look at the Morgan Wallen situation, right? He got in trouble. He got caught on a Ring camera saying the N-word. Yeah, right? Okay, well, who the fuck put him there? In the neighborhood. With houses this far away from each other. And yards so small that the Ring camera across the street can see every fucking thing he's doing. During a time when he was like, his fucking name was trending everywhere, had all these hit songs. It was madness at that time. Where does record label have him? In a neighborhood where everybody can see him on display. Idiots. That's your fault, record label. Yeah, why don't you go ask Kid G about his fucked up living situation with his record label? Yeah. Go ahead, ask him how great his deal was, boy. Then I want you to go back and look at Kid G's music from 2 years ago. Look at the numbers. Look at his music from when he got signed to now. Hey, numbers don't lie, motherfucker. Hell, look at Chase Matthews. Look at his numbers. Look when he was with Hollerboy Records.
No, numbers lie because you can buy spins on Spotify, you can buy streams, you can buy views, you can buy all that shit, I think. So numbers do lie. I mean, look at what the country's been through with the pandemic and everything.
Free to do whatever he wants. Countywide. 30 million fucking views. In less than a year. Go look. And you know what the great thing about Hollerboy Records was? It wasn't a building. It wasn't no people moving around and working. Hollerboy Records was the listener. The listener. But then look, you do.
That's dope. That's what it should be about. Like, your record label should be about the listeners. And, I don't know. I feel like, that he's right. Like, Hollerboy Records was about the listener. But, of course, the whole Chase Matthews thing.
Do shit that fucking pisses off the listener, and then your views go down. You have to tend to the people. Nobody.
I don't want to say much about Chase because I already made a whole video, 12-minute long video talking about him. I've met Chase before. He was a cool kid. Not a bad guy. As soon as Upchurch started sharing his stuff, he became very, very, very arrogant. And I've heard a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff about the guy. I don't know. I mean, it's hearsay. People probably hear bad stuff about me. Whatever about all that. But what Upchurch is saying is that a lot of his fan base was, and I mean, and this is the part that bothers me about it. It's none of my business, I guess. It's their business. But Chase came out and said, I did this on my own. And this is whenever he was still on Hollerboy Records. And to me, that's a slap in the face to Upchurch. Because it's very, very obvious. Now, don't get me wrong. Chase is talented. He's got a good voice and stuff. He knows how to use it. But there's no way. Because, I mean, I knew Chase before he blew up. He was getting 1,000 views on a video, 2,000 views on a video. And then all of a sudden he gets 30 million, his first release. Come on. You can do that on your own, bro. You did it on your own. So, that's kind of a slap in the face to me, and that's where I lost respect for the guy. I was really nice to him because I was like, yeah, Upchurch like this guy. I met Upchurch. I know Upchurch. I met Chase a couple times. So I'm like, yeah, awesome. I knew him before he blew up. That's great. I'm proud. I'm happy for anybody. But then whenever he lost, or whenever he stopped doing, he signed to his new label and he kind of crapped on Upchurch. What happened was that most of the people he was following, and he thinks, again, in his mind, he probably thinks, these were my fans. I have most of these fans. Well, guess what? Most of them were Creek Squad, and they probably got really upset, and then they probably were like, screw this guy. Actually, not a probably to it. I know because on Chase's YouTube, he turned off his comments for like 3 months, and they might still be off because people were going on there and being like, we don't care, bro. We don't like you anymore. You sold out Upchurch. You sold out yourself, and Creek Squad. And so, it's just never mind about all that.
Nobody else. Fuck everybody else. So then what? He dips out of Hollow Boy Records, does some hoe shit, and they make this article acting like I'm the one who was like, yeah, it's a good idea. No, it wasn't a good idea, stupid. Look at your numbers now. His first music video off of Hollow Boy Records and signed to the mainstream was almost 3 months ago. 225,000 views. In the video, you know what one of the main things was? Well, I'll be damned. They actually fucking changed this man's clothes for the first time in a music video. Yeah, no, that's not even a joke. It sounds like it's gonna lead up to be a joke, but it's not. That's real life. Change your style, widen your smile. You can lose a couple of pounds. Ain't that a knee slapper if I ever heard one? What's wrong, mainstream? All barking, no bite, fucking? That dog's got rubber teeth, boy. I know I'm gonna have my select few who's like, man, your head's blown up so big. Yeah, it has, motherfucker. But at least I'm using it to try to help motherfuckers. I mean, look at everyone who didn't take my advice. The ones who come to me for advice and ask me for...
It's okay to be cocky.
Sorry, I was editing the description and putting the links in, so I was multitasking. But let me check on you guys in the chat real quick. A mixer equalizes the sound. A mixer balances the sound between different videos and music. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I was at the wave room, but yeah. In this case, you'd put your volume between him and Ryan and move the music up with yours. Ah, shit. I don't know what that means. I need help. I don't want help from nobody, though. That's what's bad, is that I need help, but I both want it and don't want it, and I feel like I'm better off staying to myself.
It's okay to be a little cocky. I mean, Upchurch obviously can back it up. I was just raised very humbly. But you know what? It's okay. He has the confidence. That's what it really, it all derives from confidence. From, he's just banging, dude. Everything he releases is just boom on top. I mean, the dude did it all by himself. He can back it up. It's okay to be a little cocky. It's.
I don't think everything that Upchurch releases is fire or a banger or, but I think that he has so much music that that's impossible. So, I don't know. I try to keep it real.
It's warranted. The dude's a independent marketing machine, man. It's incredible.
Advice, and I gave it to them, and they didn't use the advice. Their careers have either gone down or nowhere at all. Now, look to the people who've come to me, asked me for advice, and took the... Their job is music now, independently. What do you know? Now, with Chase, you get to see both sides.
I'm trying to play with it a little bit while you guys are telling me this. Trying to play with it a little bit while you guys are talking to me about it. Let me know if that's better.
Leroy Biggs being one of them. Leroy started out. I actually have a song with Leroy, and I wish I could go back and redo it now and make it better because I was just starting out as a country rap artist as well. I've been playing music. I've been playing rock music for a long time and country and this and that. And but anyway, Leroy is one of them. He's starting to really, do songs. I mean, he's got songs with Struggle. He's got songs with, I think Adam Calhoun. He's got songs with a bunch of people, big people, Upchurch, obviously. So the guy has helped. You can say what you want about the way he's acting, or he's always upset about something. But I mean, there's a lot to be upset about, guys. there's a lot to be upset about. You know, been lied to, manipulated. All these people out here are vultures, and they're just picking at him. But what can I get, man? Can you share my stuff? Can you come and sign this? Can you take a picture? So I mean, my goodness, I couldn't last for a year that stuff, and you know, he's helped so many people out, and he's right. The people who've listened to him and pushed hard, they've got a career. A lot of them.
Look at someone who took my advice and used it and got some huge fucking songs. Then mainstream signs him, and then mainstream's like, Upchurch said it was okay. No, I didn't, bitch. Then when I made the video, all the mainstream's like, don't worry, Chase, you're in great hands now. We're gonna do the thing at the place. Yeah, we done heard all that. We're still waiting for y'all to make something bigger than Holler Boy Records made, but you know, it's gonna be tough.
That's what I was trying to say, man. If Chase starts releasing this stuff and it don't pop off, and they get tired of putting money into him, hey, we're gonna put $50,000 into promotion for you for this next song. If they get tired of dropping that money on him, they're gonna sell him out, man. They are going to say, dude, we're done. We can't put no more money.
All right, guys, heads up. Listen up real quick. There's only 4 minutes of this left. So after the 4 minutes of this are over, I'm going to try not to turn the next 4 minutes into 20. You guys know I don't like to be live very long. Also, I have another show idea coming up for this afternoon, but I did want to get your guys' opinion. Would y'all like to see more on what Upchurch had to say about mainstream and Jelly Roll, Adam, and Tom, or would you guys rather see a live reaction to a new video or a track or a diss track or something like that? So you guys let me know.
On you, you're not making our money back. So I'm telling you, that's the dangers in it. Not even counting the blatant disrespect by Chase.
So we get it. Who is we? Oh, just me, that's it. Why? What are you gonna do, cancel me? Go fuck yourself. See, I can say that because, you know, I got it like that. I've already been canceled like 10 times. I'm still here. I'm still charting. I'm still making golds and platinums. I mean, hey, you do the fucking math. You know why music listeners love independent music? Because they're in charge. Do you know why so many people bitch about mainstream music? Because the listener is not in charge. It's music. People listen to it. The people who listen are in charge. Plus, independent artists value the listener's input. If mainstream Nashville doesn't value Alan Jackson's fucking input on country music, do you think they're gonna value yours? No, not a chance. Not only that, boys and girls, but let me tell you something. When you get signed, they build you up to be great, but they also build you up to always be able to be dismantled, to be shut.
Adam is saying that Upchurch is the feds? Because I heard Justin Time coming with that shit. Oh, you mean the Adam Calhoun video where he said, Ryan Upchurch, here you go, and he said Church Diddy? Yeah. Tell you what, if you guys hit the like button for me and go comment under this live in the comment section or on one of my videos, I'll do both today, I promise.
Shut up. Tied up with contracts. Sued in court. All kind of
It's like going into a casino. They're going to almost always have the upper hand. Almost always. They're not going to go into a deal where they don't have control or the upper hand. That's just what's the way it is.
shit. They don't want you being built up to be indestructible. They don't want you voicing your opinion about nothing in the world unless it's all their opinions. They want you higher than society. Fucking. Well, I hate to break it to you. Some of us don't like saying sorry for shit we don't have to say sorry for. Some of us like saying how we feel. Some of us like doing what the fuck we want to do when we want to do it. And man, oh man, in the future, all the big independent artists right now are gonna be some of the best, wildest, most unbelievable music stories of all time. And guess what? Mainstream is gonna have zero affiliation with it.
Well, you tell me how the fuck you spell both. Like, both of them. You know, I'll do both of them. But how do you spell both? BOFE? I don't know.
See, because that's the thing. These mainstream folks, they don't want to be caught nowhere standing around folks like myself. But you know what? They're gonna wish they did later.
All right, B, sounds good. I hope you enjoy your meal. I hope it nourishes you and gives you energy to get through the rest of the day. And I hope you have the rest of the weekend peaceful and blessed. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you, brother.
Promise. What? You think there ain't no rebels out here left? Oh, there is. See, y'all took the rebel out of rebellious and left I-O-us. Because that's what these artists say when they leave y'all's record deal. They say, man, how the fuck do I owe us? Yeah, well, the rebels will still be here. Not owing anybody.
Awesome. Well, you have it. There you have it. I'm gonna get.
All right, guys, there you have it. So real quick, listen up for me. This video was deleted off of Ryan Upchurch's YouTube page. That happens from time to time, and I understand. So there's another one after this, and I'm going to try and find it. And we can either go over it, or we're going to go back to the Tom McDonald stuff a little bit. So other than that, I will be putting a poll on my community tab regarding which track you guys want to do a live reaction to. And if you guys want to answer the poll, I'd appreciate it. Other than that, I believe I am going to let you guys go for the day. What do you guys want to hear on the way out? What's a good song for this topic? I think Watts.
In Gatlinburg for the ride run, find a hot rod to run around in. Bust a block, Minnesota tag, plate full board, got the weed stems. We don't need no ox cord, we only here to hear the engine bay. Keep a ranch underneath the hood, 650 horses in that stang. Stay swaying these lanes, Gran Turismo, whip, eat, break, done broke. This game, every track getting slay. Report card like a 888, tow truck when it's rolled my way. Flatbed when they sleeping on, so they slide off on the exit lane. I got the need for speed, I said and read. I got a rap sense, no matter the scent made. When I stream, a scent really don't mean shit to me. So I guess in a sense I'm a centipede, unless I use money to wipe between